Hey, let's play Lost Ark, episode 5.
Please be careful not to get lost.
Mirith asked you to help. Is she safe? Ooh, that's good. Really good. Adventure, please don't leave. I need your help. I was in the middle of transporting some archaeologists' books on my carriage when I got attacked by Walu Cacti. All hell broke loose, and during the scuffle, my horses got loose and ran away. But I still have to deliver these books to that archaeologist. Adventure, could you deliver this box of books to Haddon? You can keep the payment he gives you. I'm just going to go to Maureen. Oh, I was about to go pick them up myself. Thank you. So you're not the merchant I meant. Well, it doesn't really matter. I got my books now. You can pick up your payment from Jonas over there.
Are they discussing whether to...
Oh, thank you. Now I don't have to deal with this constant complaining. Thank you. Here's your payment.
Now that we've beaten back the bandits, the demons are wreaking havoc. What did we do to earn this wrath? An ancient curse, maybe? Are they discussing whether to leave Eudia?
Welcome.
Looking for a light. Oh yes, a light fell onto this place a short while ago. Let's see, the vestiges of an ancient kingdom in the depths of this ruined castle. That's where you can find the person you're looking for. Now hurry, he seems very exhausted. He's in dire need of your help. As you may have noticed, this place is sustained with evil energy because of King Morai, who was obsessed with dark magic. The influence of dark magic remains everywhere, especially in the sculptures here. Please, could you destroy the sculptures in the Nevathia ruins? Afterwards, go to Sal. No, go to the archaeologist in that site. They have to know about the sculptures. I came here to exterminate monsters for the archaeologist, but these poisonous locusts are making things difficult. Adventurer, could you take care of the poisonous locust for me? The archaeologist Alika will pay you for your trouble.
They just...
You took care of the poisonous locusts. That's good to hear. Thank you so much. Now I can focus on my research. We came here to examine the ruins of the old Encavia. The entrance to Morai has been opened, but I don't think that's all there is to it. The Nevathia ruins are still full of valuable finds. Say, would you be interested in taking a look at some piles of relics? Who knows, you might just get lucky and find a key relic. You destroyed such precious relics. Are you out of your mind? Oh, so Shaman Foxfire asked you to do it. Alright then. I did send some serious ranger around those sculptures, but I'm an archaeologist, not a shaman. Maybe that shaman woman, Sal, in the assembly area, can tell you more about them. Don't expect too much from her, though. She hasn't used any magic, as far as I know, ever since I came here.
Sorry. You found me. One moment I was fighting a demon, and the next I was here.
I think our powers clashed, hurling us apart. When I woke up, the demons were gone. I'm okay. Please go to the Nomads assembly area and tell them a powerful demon is nearby. I'll follow you once I have the strength to move. Adventurer, now I'm in Rierik. Thank you for coming to look for me.
I'm worried about the people here.
Let's see what you brought. Oh, where did you find all this? Honestly, I'm a little bit envious of you. I know you could make a pretty decent archaeologist. Show the relics that you've gathered to Tiare in the assembly area. She'll know the value of these relics right away. Those poisonous locusts rarely attack people, but when they do, they bite so hard it leaves you bedridden for at least half a day. Or so people think. I just got bitten by them, and I feel perfectly fine. I wonder if it has to do with the wallow cactus sap that I had splattered on my arm. Nakram is an expert in this sort of thing. If you're heading for the assembly area, do me a favor. Please get some wallow cactus sap and bring it to Nakram with you. Wallow cactus sap for poisonous locust bite. How interesting. I've been thinking something along those lines. But I was too busy preparing for the upcoming showdown to try it myself. I owe you and Bible for this.
I've never seen you before. Who are you?
Alika gave you these relics, right? Excuse me, you found them. Well, they're all right. They'll be helpful for our research. Here's your payment. I hope that's enough. By the way, are you sure you're the one who found her?
I've never seen you before. Who are you?
Ah, it was you who destroyed those cursed sculptures. You deserve to be commended for your work. You weakened the power of the demons.
I've never seen you before. Who are you? A powerful humanoid demon has appeared. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Come to think of it, the demons have been acting strangely. Maybe because of that powerful demon you're talking about. If there's a place that a demon like that can hide out safely, it's Sapphira Cave. Are you going to go there? Don't do it. It's completely occupied by demons. It's extremely dangerous. I don't have any useful information for you, but yes, perhaps Negev might know something, since he's been fighting the demon. Why don't you talk to him, and while you're at it, it would be much appreciated if you could help him. A great warrior like you can make a tremendous difference.
83, 84...
A great many noble warriors have been fighting the demons, and I can feel a change in the air. It's time for the showdown. Everyone must be terrified. These warriors are also husbands and fathers. It's not an easy decision to risk their lives like this. I wish I could tell what they really think. Would you ask our warriors how they feel?
It's been a while since all the tribes came together.
I wasn't doubting our warrior. Anyway, they're all in peak condition. Good to know.
I hope we can...
You're the one who discovered Morai, right? I've been looking for it myself for a long time, but then I lost a few pages in my precious research journal. According to my research, the Morai you found may not be all there is to find. So please, look for my research journal outside the assembly area. If you find the pages I lost, please give them to the messenger pigeon by Negev. Adventurer, I've got a favor to ask you. I've got an old friend named Hogan. He went out to fight days ago and hasn't returned yet. Some warriors saw him heading for the Sapphira Cave. Would you go look for him?
Tajahan asked you to come help me? Thank goodness.
A powerful humanoid demon. I haven't received any report about it in the last few days, but I agree with Tajahan. It could be hiding out in the Sapphira Cave. Maybe it's the reason the other demons have become more aggressive. If that's the case, it's even more important to eliminate it. Plus, help us warriors here. With help from a great hero like you, we can wipe out the demons in no time. Please.
Thank you for helping us. Thanks to you, we fended off the demon's attack.
Some demons still remain, but I think we can take care of them on our own. Now that the bandits are neutralized and the demons have retreated, the caravan that has been stuck here will be free to go and resume its business. Its members will be so happy. That priest you know asked you to come to the caravan. When you get to the caravan, tell them that the road has been cleared. We'll keep an eye out for the demons that you warned us about. Thank you for helping our people in so many ways. We won't forget you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Goodbye. We're passing through this place to get to Lutera, right? My name is Bandol, and I'm a merchant in training in a caravan. I've lost my carriage and the food in it because of demons. At the very least, I want to get the food back. Kind adventure. You can help me, right? Thank you so much. Please collect the food sacks around the broken carriage to bring them to Plea, who's waiting for me at the caravan's camp.
Oh, you came.
Oh, I was worried we might not be able to eat. Bandol sent you. That kid, he's grown into a responsible man. Now we won't have to worry about food until we get to Sagora's mountain. Thank you.
Oh, I searched on my way here, but I couldn't find the demon. Based on the direction it was heading, I think it's traveling toward Lutera.
The other seal that we need to find the Ark just might be in Lutera. Let's hurry there. Lyric, while waiting for you, I asked Caravel to save 2 seats for us. I want to go with you, but unfortunately, there was only 1 seat left in both the advanced party and the second party. A civil war is broken out in the Mount Sagoras on the border of Lutera, and many soldiers are getting wounded every day. Do you mind if I go first to help tend to them?
I'll see you again in Lutera.
Oh, are you the adventurer the priest told me about? I saved your seat.
Are you ready? Then come to the gate. I'm taking the caravan to the Lutheran gate. I'll see you there.
Reinforcement! These demons, they won't stop rushing in.
Ah, nice to meet you. You're lost too, aren't you? Ha, Harlan sent you. Ha ha ha, he's such a worrywart. As you can see, I'm fine, and there's something more important than my safety anyways. Demons have been crawling out of the cave in front of me, wave after wave of them. My instinct tells me there's something even worse inside. Say, aren't you curious? Why don't you go in and have a look around? If you're too afraid to go in there alone, see if you can round up some friends to help. You want me to come with you? Sorry, I can't. I'm not trained for frontline fighting. And you're too scared, okay? Great old evil.
Master Carmine. Just give me one more chance.
It's fine. I completely understand. But you should rest up. Maybe take a break. A long, permanent break.
Carmine!
Where do you think you're going? Still not enough. At this rate, I'll need a much more powerful soul.
These demons, they won't stop rushing in.
you going to leave without saying
I
goodbye?
came to see you
well,
off.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Please, travel safely. May your new...
You're Yudia's savior.
Here's a really saver.
Oh, I've heard about you from Father Armin.
The priest is currently at the western outpost. He seemed to be waiting for you. The border guard is extremely low on food right now. We need to make up for the food shortage by hunting wild game. But with so many wounded, we're also quite short on manpower. Do you mind helping us get some food? Please bring it to Kane at the western outpost.
You've returned.
Bourmate, huh? That mild fellow did good work. And thank you. If it weren't for you, everyone would have starved. I'll go ahead and see that the wounded are fed first. Our forces are still severely short on supplies, although we're barely getting by, thanks to the supplies you scavenged for us. It's still not enough. Could you please salvage anything useful from the piles of junk and deliver it to Denny?
We arrived to investigate the Eagle Seal, but we couldn't move because too many people were gravely wounded.
If it's this bad at the guard post, things must be far worse at the Sagoras fortress. I implore you, please help the soldiers here a little more. I'll go ahead and go to the Sagoras fortress. Please talk to Danny, the captain of this guard post. This we could use. It just so happens that we need stretchers to carry the wounded. Although Father Armand treated them, they still would have died if we left them behind. Fortunately, there's a glimmer of hope now. We should be able to carry them to the fortress with this. Thank you, we really owe you for this.
As if cutting off our supply route wasn't enough, Sherrod had to launch a surprise attack.
Oh, you're the one who's been helping Father Armand. Please excuse me, I couldn't hold back my anger. As you can see, there are wounded soldiers everywhere. If it weren't for Father Armand, more than half of them would have surely perished. And if it weren't for you, many more would have starved to death. I thank you with all my heart. I think of them as my sons, and you saved their lives. May I be so bold as to ask for you for your help again? I'm rather short on people who can move about freely. I would appreciate it if you could help provide first aid to the wounded soldiers.
Thank you. I really thought that was it.
Oh, I feel a little better.
Everyone's out of the woods. You have my deepest gratitude.
Father Armand said that he's headed to the Sagoras fortress. You can reach it if you keep going up from here a little more. Tell the soldier at the gate about me, and he'll let you in.
Halt! If you wish to enter, identify...
That's Captain Dillons. You're with Father Armand. Please, pardon my insolence. Father Armand is currently in the fortress. He's treating the poisoned soldiers. You'll be able to meet him inside the fortress. Sagoras fortress. The soldiers at Mount Sagoras said Armand went inside. Find Armand in Sagoras fortress.
The wounded are not recovering at all.
Hang in there. You'll be well soon enough.
Thank you, oh blessed priest.
Ah, you're here. Right this way. Follow me. You've come. I was here treating the soldiers.
Once the treatment is finished, let's look into the Eagle Seal.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thirain, a knight of Lutera.
Well met, Sir Thirain. I am Armin. And this is my traveling companion.
I wanted to thank you for treating my soldiers. Their slow recovery has weighed heavily on me. Thanks to you, I have one less thing to keep me up at night. You must be exhausted. Let me get you a hot meal and some accommodations for the night.
Target in sight.
No witnesses.
Fucking witnesses everywhere.
Watch out!
Protect the prince! Secure the perimeter!
Prince Thyrane, are you hurt?
Nothing for you to worry about.
But, Your Highness...
I told you. I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
If I may, please hold still. Tilioko kolatsuala, tulafnils nandu hestashnya.
Oh really? Speak some gibberish and all will be
Impressive.
healed.
Fortunately, the wound was not too deep. Clearly, you're more than just a knight of Lutera.
I'm not much of a prince these days. We can talk more about it over there. Thank you for your help. This could have been a real disaster.
If it weren't for Father Armand, things could have gotten even worse. But may I ask, what brings you all the way here at a time like this? The Eagle Seal. That's an heirloom of the Lutheran dynasty. But how do you know about that? The Orc. I see. I'm a little taken aback to suddenly hear about something I've always thought of as a legend. Well, even if it is an heirloom, it's not something so precious that we can't hand it over to someone who's just saved our soldiers. After all, Lutera has managed to survive through the years without having to rely on such legends. However, the Eagle Seal is currently in Lutera Castle. Lutera Castle has been taken over by the current regent, Sherrit, since my father's death. I've been recruiting soldiers here in order to drive out the tyrant Sherrit. This place is currently in jeopardy, and I can't allow you to become embroiled in this danger too. We should be able to find the seal when we reclaim the castle. Please come back and see me then.
It seems like Prince Thyrane is a man of character, just as they say.
The way he heartily agreed to give us the royal heirloom. Moreover, he's been taking such great care of his men. It's as if they were his own brothers. I would like to help Prince Terran. How about you, Rayrick? Oh, just as I thought. I knew you'd be willing to help. I'll be treating the soldiers here. It seems like the Lord of Mount Sagoras, Sir Mihan, was having trouble managing the supplies. Please give him a hand, Rayrick. Hello.
Is this the list of supplies? Oh, it's very detailed. This will be helpful.
I was burdened with one problem after another, but I feel much better now that you've solved this one for me. Thank you.
I'm glad he appreciated it. I'm almost done with the treatment.
Many were spared thanks to the guidance of Regulus. It's fortunate that we could help the people here.
Thank you for helping me, Han. What a relief.
Could I trouble you with one more request? I was actually about to send a declaration to all factions across Lutera before marching to Lutera Castle. However, Mian is currently preoccupied with salvaging the fortress, and I'd like to leave this in the hands of someone reliable, given its importance. Please, I'm counting on you. Thanks to you, our soldiers are in much better shape now. Thank you so much. However, there are many soldiers still suffering from the poison, although Father Armand is looking after them. Finding and eliminating the cause will prove to be a faster solution. Could you possibly investigate the well nearby? So it was this poison. Now that we know where the poison came from, we can do something about it. The red fruit that grows on Mount Zagoras should serve as an antidote. I think I should be able to get enough for this place. If it's alright with you, could you possibly help the northern outpost? There's a chance the folks there have also been poisoned. Please give the fruit to Leon at the northern outpost. I've never seen you around before. Is this fruit? William sent you. Oh, I see. It's an antidote. Thank you. Things were about to get really bad. I'll hurry and pass this out to everyone.
Prince Thirain sent you? No way.
Aha, but of course. Prince Siren is finally... Haha, that jerk of a regent is going to wet himself. After all, the rightful king has finally appeared. It's time for my pretty pigeons to take action. Let's see. What the heck? All the pigeons are sick. Oh dear, it must be some kind of contagious disease. This isn't good. This is an emergency. Please, go get me some crystal water. It's a special spring water found in Mount Sorgoros that does wonders for this type of disease. Otherwise, I'll be letting down Prince Seren. Please, I'm counting on you. I feel like you might be a great hunter as well, am I right? Actually, I brought it up because of this monster tiger called Regit, living in the southern hills. It's so fearless and ferocious that it sometimes comes all the way to the fortress just to hurt people. We tried to catch it before, but too many have died or lost limbs trying. I'm sure you'd be able to hunt down that monster, though.
Good. The pigeons will feel better soon.
I've already tied the message to your feet, so you just need to open the cage door.
To those suffering under the rule of Regent Sherritt, your days of misery will soon be over. I vow to bring the usurper to justice and take back Lutera Castle.
Thank goodness. A new hope dawns upon Lutera.
Hey, adventurer. The pigeons are feeling swell thanks to you. They'll probably fly out to every corner of Lutera now. Oh, right. What was his name? Armand, was it? There was a priest looking for you. Why don't you go see him? You really took down Regat. The people at the fortress can rest easy now too. That creature caused so much trouble for everyone. I'm sure everyone appreciates what you've done. I know I do. Did you know that there's a fortress to the east of here that's now in ruins? 5 long centuries ago, one of the final battles against the demons was fought there, during the Chain War. No one knows exactly what happened anymore, as details were lost to history. They do say that there's a tombstone there. If you happen to go to the eastern ruins, could you possibly check out the tombstone?
Damn it. What are those guys?
Greetings, adventurer. The new recruits sometimes wander into the eastern ruins, only to get themselves killed or badly hurt there. Word is that there are ghosts out there. If it's alright with you, could you possibly lay them to rest?
There you are, adventurer.
The treatment of the poison victims at Zagora's fortress is nearly complete. However, it seems they are terribly short on supplies. Everyone is having a particularly tough time due to the shortage of the iron we use to make weapons. A gentleman by the name of Miha tells me that there is an abandoned fortress nearby. He said that there must be weapons left behind there from previous war and planned to retrieve them. However, it would be too risky to send the soldiers who are still recovering from being poisoned. Would you be able to bring the weapons instead of the soldiers?
I will not stop resting until my last breath. For my family, my friends, and the future children who will populate this land.
How did you know we were short on iron? Mihan was about to handle that.
Thanks to you, we can let our soldiers rest a little more. I continue to be in debt to you and Father Arman. I'm not sure if a mere seal would suffice. I came to Segura's fortress to gather troops to fight by my side. Thankfully, many have volunteered. As things stand, however, they are not fully trained. If they enter the battlefield like this, they'll get slaughtered in an instant. Their training captain, Mac, is trying his best, but it's likely a burden too great for him to bear alone. Will you go to Mac and help him finish up their training? I'm sorry that I just keep asking you for such favors. However, we are in dire need of someone with your capabilities right now. I will be preparing to move the troops. Come find me at the rear outpost when the training is complete. Please, I am counting on you. So that's what's written on the tombstone, I see. They may have lived 5 centuries ago, but they're no different from us. They were all concerned for their family, friends and children. I have nothing but the highest respect for these men. Thanks to their final stand against the demons, we are able to exist today. This gives me courage. Thank you, adventurer. I'll pass this on to the other soldiers as well.
We've lost too many.
Have you been to the Eastern Ruins? I was just getting worried about the soldiers getting hurt there. Thanks to you, the soldiers will be suffering a little less now. As always, thank you. Oh man, this is tough. Excuse me, adventurer, could you lend me a hand? Moving all that stone over there has been so tough. It seems like the assassins who came from the prince made a hole in this wall. We want to plug it up real good this time. This should do it. They won't be able to break through so easily next time. It was tough for the wounded soldiers to carry all that heavy stone. What a relief. It all went very well, thanks to you. Thank you so much.
Why are the spears so heavy?
So, you're the one who saved Prince Thirain. Your reputation precedes you.
He's concerned about the training too. His Highness really does care about his people, doesn't he? Even so, I'm a bit disappointed that he's underestimated old Mac here. The training is already done. The only problem is morale. There's nothing like music to help cheer up the soldiers. But I still haven't heard a sound from this Mallory fellow, even when I told him to play some music ages ago. Sorry, but could you go check on Mallory? He's the fellow down there. I don't care, even if you have to kick his butt. Make him play some music.
Why did I ever volunteer?
Who are you? And why'd you just try to kick me?
Oh, Captain Mac, well, this is embarrassing. Actually, I have a sore throat, so I can't play my trumpet. I have a terrible cold, you see. Why are you looking at me like that? A cold is a terrible illness. I feel like my throat is about to rip out every time I blow my trumpet. So, if you want to hear me play, at least go fetch some herbs over there. I heard the silverbush leaves are particularly effective. Why didn't I get some myself? I wanted to slack off, Shut up and just go get me those herbs. People have a wonderful way of asking for help, that's for sure.
Well, I guess that's a little better. Do you know the Song of Valor, the national anthem of Lutera? No? Then, let me explain.
Even the toughest lad from Lutera can't help but get nervous during his first battle. When I was fresh recruit, the more seasoned soldiers would always play me this song. It raises your spirit and makes your heart beat faster, you see? You don't believe me, huh? Believe it or not, my performances fetches quite a high price, so listen closely. Well, how did you like that? If you liked it, why don't you learn it yourself? The Pride of Lutera, the Song of Valor.
I could tell even before you came to me. I could hear the soldiers humming along all the way from here.
Good work. I knew that Muller guy would slack off. I'd better set him straight soon. Prince Thirain is at the rear outpost. Could you go report at him that the training is complete? I'd like to put his mind to it.
It's over? Mach is truly amazing. I wouldn't have been able to do the same in such a short time.
I always have much to learn from those around me. I feel the same way about you and Father Armin. I cannot thank you both enough for all the help you've given us. We're about to take the trainees and head to Lake Bar. We'll link up with the remainder of the forces. We would be indebted to you if you and Armin would grace us with your presence. The village has a beautiful lake. It's well worth the journey.
You're here, adventurer. I came here with Prince Thirain, but he went ahead to Lake Bar village when he heard an army was approaching.
The troops guarding the outpost also moved with him. This gentleman Lloyd informed us of the approaching army. Although I was able to provide first aid, the wounds he sustained required long, intensive care. I'll also be heading out to Lake Bar village now. Please take good care of Lloyd, and when his breathing stabilizes, change his bandages.
Father Armin sent you. Thank you very much.
As you can tell by the armor I'm wearing, this old soldier served in the ranks of the Regent Sherritt's forces. I merely followed my orders as a member of the Royal Army, but it always pained me to do so. I had to confiscate grain from starving peasants and arrest the innocent. I even had to watch some of them die. That's why I decided to surrender to Prince Thirain, although deserting my unit took a toll on this old body of mine. When the pursuers finally got to me, death seemed fairly certain. But then Father Armin saved me. This pain is nothing compared to the crimes I've committed over the years as a soldier for the Regent. Go ahead and go to Lake Bar village. I should be fine now. Prince Thirain could use the help he can get. Lake Bar village. The army led by Thirain headed to Lake Bar village. Hurry and join Thirain in Lake Bar village.
It's been far too long, dear Prince. Is this your army? You couldn't possibly be thinking of using this rabble against Lord Sherritt, would you? The throne belongs to its rightful owner. And my spies tell me you haven't even been able to activate Vanquisher. It's time to yield the sword, disband this gang of criminals, and plead for mercy. And we may let you live.
If Sherritt really wants this so badly, he's welcome to come fetch it.
Brave, but foolish words, young prince. You will regret this, boy.
Let him go. We don't kill messengers, even rude ones.
Oh, good. You've arrived safely.
As for the prince, he seems to have gone to the lake. I'm a bit worried, seeing him so glum.
Vanquisher is an heirloom of the Lutheran dynasty. It's supposed to glow when held by the rightful heir to the crown. That's how my ancestors proved their worthiness. Which is also why Sherrod seeks Vanquisher for himself. But it won't even show the faintest glimmer in my hands. What does that say about me? Are you trying to make me feel better? Don't worry. This is not something I obsess over. Winning this war is the only thing I worry about now. My worthiness comes later.
Sire, we're under attack! The Regent's forces are here!
Let's go.
Spare my life! Your Highness, I was only following orders.
Following orders? Did you really just say that? Innocent villagers are dead. By your hand. Do you have no will of your own? Can you not see the difference between right and wrong? You are no true knight of Luterra. You are responsible for these atrocities, and you will face justice for them. I have spoken. Take him away.
Your Highness, you must not spare his life!
Yeah!
Your Highness, you must not spare his life!
Yeah, you deserve it! You deserve it!
I like how he was walking away with his weapon in hand. The attention to detail is quite astonishing sometimes in this game.
All the harm done to the villagers is my fault.
The Norse fellow, he clearly said that the raiders will appear again, but you can't let them repeat such atrocities ever again.
This time, we'll make the first move. The enemy is encamped south of the hill.
I've been briefed by the scout. We can't just sit back and wait for a raid group to come. Let us defeat Sherritt's raid group. The raid group is being supplied by Sherritt himself. They not only have the steadier stream of supplies than us, but also better quality weapons. But there's no reason to feel down about this. We can just steal the good stuff from them. Adventurer, is it true you're going to attack the raid group? I know a thing or two about strategy. See, the raid group is an expeditionary force, which means they always have to take supplies and rations with them. If you look around the encampment, you'll find water containers where they keep their potable water. How about you break them all to make them suffer from water shortage?
This feels like the end times.
Everything is fine at the village.
This feels like the end times.
I just don't know what's happening anymore.
Great job. Now maybe they'll be a little too thirsty to fight. Although we still can't face them head on in our current shape. This should change things up a bit. Every time they come to fill their canteens, we can ambush them. I think I make an outstanding strategist, don't you? I should apply to become an officer later. Oh wow, you brought us quite a fine assortment. Now our men should be able to put up a proper fight. That regent fool, we really hit him where it hurts this time.
Good work. Now the village will be out of harm's way.
As always, I have nothing but gratitude for Armin and you, for all that you've done. However, never mind, we've got bigger problems to worry.
Managed to defeat most of the enemies who raided Lake Bar. If it weren't for you, it would have taken much longer.
However, the villagers' blood have been shed. I'd like to provide recompense to the villagers of Lake. Could you ask Chief Horden about the extent of the damage to the village?
Greetings. I am Horden, the village chief.
The damage to the village, 10 wounded, 2 killed. One of the casualties was only 8 years old. If the prince hadn't responded quickly, many more would have perished. We have nothing but gratitude for his help, and he wants to compensate us. Could you tell him that he doesn't need to worry about that sort of thing?
8 years old? He's only a child.
If that's so, even a young child like that, and all because of me. I couldn't even protect my own people. I've failed them. At this rate, perhaps it's only to be expected that the Vanquisher does not glow. Apologies, I'd rather spend some time alone right
now. Prince Thirain appears devastated.
Seems like he doesn't fully believe in himself. However, I think Prince Thirain is perfectly suited to become the king. Can we find out exactly why he doesn't seem to have much confidence in himself?
Prince Thirain really values his people.
We need a crown. Dad says a king needs to wear a crown.
Oh, he probably blames himself for all the atrocities Regent Sherrod has been causing in the kingdom.
I see. I've heard how chaos has swept across Lutera.
It's because of the tyranny of Regent Sherrod, isn't it? Prince Thirain must believe that the people are suffering because of him. However, the people don't seem to think that way. How could we relay that message? Ririk, do you know the fable of the Iron Crown? I've read it myself before. I hear it's a famous tale in Lutera. There was once a prince who was beloved by everyone. The people gathered their scrap iron to make a crown for this prince. The prince graciously accepted the crown and used it during his crowning ceremony. Like the story, perhaps we could show Prince Thirain how the people really feel. Could you ask Chief Horden about what he thinks?
Crown? Are you talking about a steel crown?
Actually, we've been meaning to pay back Prince Thirain for his help as well. I guarantee that not a single villager would oppose this idea. We've all seen how distressed the prince was over us. However, I'm worried about the iron to make the crown. Considering how short supplies are right now, well, it would be difficult to procure such materials. But we'd like to get the nicest crown we can for the prince. Could you perhaps drop by the Linus Memorial in the south? The peddlers are gathered there. We should ask for their support. In the meantime, I'll make the preparations to make the crown.
Everything is fine at the village.
I'm Phobos, the peddler. I'm not a child. I'm a proud peddler.
Ah, a crown for Prince Rain. You're asking us if we can make contributions? Are you seriously asking us if we can do this? Of course we can. I'm a merchant of Luterra, the Kingdom of Courage. Don't you ever underestimate us. This is all the money I have. I hope the folks at the Lake Bar Village will keep their chins up. Why don't you try asking the other peddlers as well? I'm sure they'll help.
Crown? Ah, that's an interesting story. I'll gladly give you one if it's for Prince Thirain.
It's an investment. Prince Thirain is definitely worth a big investment.
Unlike Sherrod, he genuinely cares about his people. Take this too.
Adventurer, have you heard of Linus, the legendary peddler? I admire him so much. A long time ago, when Luterra was embroiled in war, he supplied the army to save Luterra without taking a single coin. He's a hero. All the peddlers in Luterra admire Linus, so we gathered here in his memorial day in remembrance of his spirit. If you're interested, why don't you check out the memorial plaque?
Those who invest in only what they see are fools, and those who invest for profit alone will not last. In people, there is worth beyond face value.
How was it? Maybe it all felt a little unfamiliar, since you're not a peddler. But I want to become an admiral gentleman of Luterra one day, just like him. Maybe one day you'll see a majestic memorial of Phobos next to that one.
Have you been to the peddlers? As expected, Luterra's merchants are quite different.
I've told the Umar blacksmiths to craft a crown. Take this, the Umar people are famous for their master artisanship. Will definitely create a master. Dwarf, of course.
Who are you?
Was that a crown for the prince? Then you've come to the right place. I'm the world's best Dumar blacksmith, and don't let anyone tell you different. Well, hurry up, show me what materials I got to work with. Not bad, but also not enough. Unless this prince has the world's tiniest head. I need more materials to work with. Lucky for you, Lake Bar should have everything you need. Take this.
It's a secret recipe passed down by the Umars. The fucking Umars look like Warhammer troll slayers. Why can't I be one of those? That was you could only play as human, right? Fuck is that? If you want to create a great crown, gather up the ingredients here and deliver them to Mirren. A song is passed down in Lake Bar of Luterra. When the moonlight shines over the crown, the sound of pickaxes drive the night out. To make a crown for the highest one, workers of the lowest position should take all the troubles. Even the hands of the workers who take care of life. There is a call to lead history. Ririk, at this historic moment, should we go mining together? As long as you have a pickaxe, you can mine ore.
Everything is fine at the village.
I'm a bit confused where all the crafting items disappeared to.
Hello. I'm Mirren.
I heard from Master R, you're crafting a crown, aren't you? Molars and chrome crystals. These should be enough to refine iron. Here we go, a piece of shining iron. I hope it goes to the person who best fit the iron crown.
back already? Well, let's see if you screw this up. Actually, this stuff's not bad. Okay, one fancy crown coming right up. Came out good. And good for me is like a perfect masterpiece for anyone else. Take it. If you collect natural materials and bring them to a trade skill expert like me, they can make you useful stuff. There are all sorts of trade skill experts out there. There are cooks, alchemists, you name it. Be sure to, pay them a visit. Now grab your crown and get going. I got work to do.
Looking for a legendary craftsman? Well, you don't have to look very far. You're staring right at him. But some old fool claimed that he's a legendary craftsman too. Who would dare utter such nonsense? Listen carefully, I'm the legendary craftsman himself, and there won't be any more after me.
I just don't know what's happening anymore.
Have you heard the good news about Prince Lorraine? I am going to prepare some food to celebrate with other people, but it looks like we're short on ingredients. Can you catch some fish? Master of Trade Skill Awella will take care of what you catch and give you rewards when you're done fishing. Now head to the fishing spot.
coronation? That's out of the blue. What do you mean?
What? I see. So that's what's been going on. No wonder things have been busy around here for some reason. I am undeserving of such kindness, but I'm truly grateful. Very well. Please proceed with the crowning ceremony. Traditionally, the royal crowning in Luterra is held at a place called Brilliant Ridge. It just so happens to be nearby. You said the crowning ceremony was Armin's idea. The coronation requires a priest. Please tell Armin that I'd like him to preside over the ceremony.
You've completed the crown.
Chief Horden told me it's fortunate that the peddlers made such generous contributions. Great work. What did the prince say? Excuse me? He wants me to preside over the ceremony. I do not have that right. I am unworthy of carrying out such a noble task. I'll be glad to attend the crowning ceremony, but I think the priest of Lakebar should preside.
Armin refused.
That's too bad, but I think there's still a chance. Since he said that he'll attend, there should be an opportunity to persuade him. I would really like for Armin to do it. You feel the same, don't you? Now let's head to Brilliant Ridge. Wonder how I gather everything else then, like foraging and stuff.
We'll be at the coronation site soon. I hope you'll do me the honor of performing the ceremony.
It is a holy ceremony. I must regrettably decline.
You can't be serious. Who's holier than a priest?
But I am... Wait.
Loop, it's good. Like, it's a bit too easy, but apparently Endgame has real difficulty, so... It's basically Diablo combat in an MMORPG, but the story is, yeah, it's okay, and it seems to be a ton of shit to do in the games. You should try it out for sure if you have a computer to run it. You'll probably love it, so... Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it feels later, but for now it's great. I just have a little bit of a problem with like hammering MMOs nowadays. I mean, it's free, so like, yeah, like Character said yesterday, like hundreds of hours for free. Like, yeah, if you like this kind of games, then yeah, if you don't have nothing to look. Ew, fucking Test Realm, crazy bastard. It's so much grind as it is, why would you want to have temporary progress on a Test Realm? but it's still temporary progress. I'd rather just watch a video of someone playing it, like, yeah, a tier list of pre-pass, whatever. Also, who am I kidding? Like, it's barbarian. It's sorcerer, cause your barbarian can teleport. And then when you're established, you're a barbarian. Like, what the fuck? It's not just about farming, it's about like everything. The fact that you have to have fucking teleport.
Great timing.
What? How are you still alive? I expected more from the great heir of Lutera.
When is the patch coming then?
This is now. What? The power.
Hey dude, you're not supposed to use demon powers.
I'm here to lay out so much.
Have a good one, little brother.
Armin. I see now why you declined my request to perform the ceremony. Demons have no place in our sacred rites. You're a priest who uses all of his gifts to help those in need. And you saved my life today with one of those gifts. What we are does not determine who we are.
Thirain.
You will preside over my coronation. Consider it my first order as your king.
Very well.
Glad that's settled. Shall we?
We will now begin the rites of coronation. Prince Thirain, kneel before your ancestors. The prince shall now take the vow of kings.
As King of Lutera, my enemies are only evil and injustice. I pledge my life to defend my people as their shield.
Adventurer, bring forth the crown. And with this holy crown, I anoint thee as King Thirain of Lutera. Rise, Your Majesty.
Your Highness, please! Sir Bernard and his forces were ambushed by demons on his way here. Most of us were annihilated. The survivors are holding out at Medric Monastery. They can't hold out for long.
Rest now. Your sacrifice shall not be in vain. Everyone, to arms! We march on Medric Monastery immediately. From this moment on, our army will head to the Medric Monastery.
The old man, Sir Bernard, looked after me since I was a child. He fought for me even amid the tyrannical rule of Sherrit. Now he's in danger. We'd best hurry. Please join us once you've finished making your preparation in Lakebor.
Thirain, playing king with his toy soldiers. How dare he oppose me?
Considering how he's managed to assemble such a sizable force already, perhaps he is worthy of the crown after all.
Ah, if he was worthy, Vanquisher would be a light. He's not worthy of ruling an outhouse, much less a kingdom. I'd kill him now if we didn't need him in order to find the Eagle Seal, which, I believe, interests you far more than me.
Ha! But you need me, so what I want, you want.
Whatever. Those cowards in the West will never follow Thirain.
Things are turning out to be quite interesting.
Are the rumors true?
This feels like the end times. This feels like
Are
the
the
end
rumors
times.
true?
You're here! So, did my crown fulfill its purpose?
What? You're going to the Medric Monastery. We made all the preparations. What's that? Don't worry about it, you say? Well, I'm certainly impressed. But still, I think you might be rushing in a bit. I was hoping to get a peek at that Vanquisher sword as well. I hear the sword has been a source of some stress for the prince. I get a feeling that the sword is testing the prince right now. Well, that'd be my guess. You probably just need the right opportunity to rise to the challenge. Well, I guess all this is difficult to understand if you're not an Umar. Farewell. And I'll see you again if we get the chance. I like you. I'm sure you'll become one of the greats one day. Haha.
Are you going to the Medric Monastery?
I see. I was wondering why the soldiers were hustling so much. My only regret is that we're unable to provide more help to you and the Prince Thrain for all that you've done for Lakewar. But now, all of us can count on one fact. Luterra has hope once again. This is all thanks to you. We're eternally grateful for all you've done. May you be safe on your journey. Please take your time to make your final preparations before you set out. I've got a favor to ask of you. When I was cleaning the monastery courtyard, the demons suddenly attacked, so I fled here. But now I can't enter the building, because the demons walking about in the front of the entrance. Could you possibly vanquish those demons? And if you could, please tell my teacher, Father Hendrin, that I'm fine.
I'm Thenon, and I belong to a unit led by Sir Bernard.
I'm ashamed to admit that I was running from the demons when I fell there. If it weren't for Father Envil, I'd already be dead. So I'm looking for Prince Therain and Armand. They went to the monastery to save Sir Bernard. Unfortunately, though, the situation is hopeless. Our forces, led by Sir Bernard, are all but completely annihilated. You'll be able to hear more details from Abbot Ephraim at the monastery. You say you know about Envil's whereabouts, so he's safe. I thought he was going to be surrounded and end up suffering at the hands of those demons.
Demons?
I'm worried about the
We
villagers.
should pray about this.
Adventure. You're the adventurer Prince Therain talked about.
Sir Bernard has risked his life to protect the priest. Thanks to him, we were able to prevent the demons from entering the monastery. However, we didn't expect them to use the underground canal. Sir Bernard went down to the catacombs to stop the demons. We haven't heard from him since. Prince Therain also rushed down there when he heard what happened. You should be able to find him in the underground levels of the monastery. I never imagined that the demons would infiltrate through the underground canal. I won't tolerate such monstrosities setting foot at the sacred grounds of the monastery, even underground. If it's alright with you, could you please vanquish those demons that dare defile this sanctum?
May the gods be with you.
Okay, that's it for this episode. I need to go handle some stuff, so I'll be back later with more. So tune in then, and have a good one.